Good day everyone, I am Jomary Araña from BIT 4AFSM. So for today's report, I'm going to explain the learning outcome or content number 6. For the sizes and dimension. So for the sizes and dimension, size in general is the magnitude or dimensions of a thing. More especially, geometrical size or spatial size can refer to linear dimension, length, width, height, diameter, perimeter, area, or volume. Size can also be measured in terms of mass, especially when assuming a density or range. Density or range. In mathematical terms, size is a concept abstracted from the process of measuring by comparing a longer to a shorter size. Size is determined by the process of comparing or measuring objects, which result in the determination of the magnitude of a quantity, such as length or mass, relative to a unit of measurement, such as a magnitude is usually expressed as a numerical value of units on a previous established spatial scale, such as meters or inches. The sizes with which human tends to be most familiar are body dimensions, measures of anthropometry, which includes measures such as human weight and human body weight. These measures can, in the aggregate, allow the generation of commercially useful distribution of product that accommodate expected body sizes, as with the creation of clothing sizes and shoe sizes, and with the standardization of door frame dimensions, ceiling heights, and bed sizes. The human experience of size can lead to a psychological tendency towards size bias, wherein the relative importance of perceived complexity of organism and other objects in judge based on their size relative to humans, and particularly whether this size makes them easy to observe without aid. In many fields, including architecture, engineering, and manufacturing, accurate sizing and dimensioning are crucial for ensuring that objects and structures fit together properly and functioning as intended. Sizes and dimension can be expressed using a variety of measurement systems, including metric and imperial units. In the metric system, units of length include millimeters, centimeters, meters, and kilometers, while in the imperial system, units of length include inches, feet, yards, and miles. It's important to note that working with sizes and dimension, precision is the key. Even small variation of errors in measuring Even small variation or error in measurement can have significant impact on functionality or safety of an object or structure. Therefore, it is important to use appropriate tool and techniques to ensure accurate measurements. Mathematical space or object is formally defined as the minimum number of coordinates needed to specify any point within it. Thus, a line has dimension of 1 because only the coordinate is needed to specify a point on it. For example, the point of 5 on a number line. A surface such as the boundary of a cylinder or sphere has a dimension of 2D because two coordinates are needed to specify a point on it. For example, both a latitude and longitude are required to locate on a point on the surface of a sphere. A two-dimensional Euclidean space is a two-dimensional space on the plane. The inside of a cube, a cylinder, or a sphere is three-dimensional or 3D because three coordinates are needed to locate a point within these spaces. In commercial buildings, ceiling heights can vary depending on the intended use of the space. For example, retail stores may have higher ceilings to accommodate displays and signage, while office buildings may have lower ceilings to promote a more intimate atmosphere. In some spaces, such as theater or concert hall, ceiling heights may be especially high to accommodate stage equipment and lighting. Additionally, some buildings may have special features such as vaulted ceilings or skylights, which can add to the overall height and aesthetic appeal of the space. So, for the ceiling heights, certain domestic features are taken for granted in today's new home market. Granite countertops in kitchens, separate glass-walled showers and bathrooms, walk-in closets in bedroom. Another features that has become common in new production houses is the high ceiling. According to the National Building Code or NBC, the standard ceiling size is 96 inches or 8 feet. For suspended ceilings, the minimum height is 90 inches or 7.5 feet. But 9 and 10-foot ceilings are now common, not only in living rooms and kitchens, but also in the bedroom. Even taller ceilings are appearing in custom homes, yet, not so long ago, 8-foot ceilings were the new norm. The reason for the change is renewed appreciation of taller rooms. Thanks to the conversion and secondary use of older buildings, an increased use of daylighting also explain taller ceilings of 10 to 11 feet in office buildings. Airspace requirement can vary depending on the specific materials or objects involved, such as well as local building codes and regulation. For example, insulation materials may require a certain amount of airspace to prevent moisture buildup, while electrical components may require airspace to dissipate heat. In general, building codes and regulations establish minimum airspace requires for various material and components. For example, the International Building Codes required a minimum of 1 inch or 25 millimeters of airspace for ventilation between roofing material and the insulation of sheeting below it. Airspace requirements. The two categories of airspace are regulatory and non-regulatory. Within these two categories, there are 4 types: controlled, uncontrolled, special use, and others airspace. The categories and types of airspace are dictated by the complexity or density of aircraft's movement, nature of the operation conducted within the airspace, the level of safety required, and national and public interest. It's important to note that while these guidelines can be useful for designing and evaluating living spaces, they are not absolute requirements. Factors such as building design, climate, and cultural norms can all impact the appropriate sizes of rooms for human habitation. Airspace is the portion of the atmosphere controlled by a country above its territory, including its territorial waters, or, more generally, any specific three-dimensional portion of the atmosphere. It is not the same as Eurospace, which is general term for Earth atmosphere, and the outer space is its venacity. Sizes of rooms for human habitation. Rooms shall have a minimum of 6 square meters or 65 square feet with a least horizontal dimension of 2 meters, 6 feet and 7 inches. For rooms of human habitation, 3 square meters or 32 feet with a least horizontal dimension of 1.5 meters or 5 feet for kitchens, and 1.2 square meters or 13 square meters a square feet with a least horizontal dimension of 90 centimeters, 3 feet for bathrooms. So next we have sanitation. Every dwelling shall be provided with at least one sanitary toilet and adequate washing and drainage facilities. Next we have foundation. Footing shall be sufficient size and strength to support the load and dwelling and shall be at least 30 centimeters or 1 foot thick and 60 centimeters or 2 feet below the surface of the ground. Each post shall be anchored to such footings by straps and bolts of adequate size. Next, we have post or support tails. The dimension of wooden post or support tails shall be those found in Table 3.1. A dimension of wooden post or post tails, Annex B. So next we have floor. The leave road of the first floor shall be at least 200 kilograms per square meter or 40 pounds per square foot. And for the second floor, at least 150 kilograms per square meters or 30 pounds per square foot. So next we have roof. The wind load for roofs shall be at least 150 kilograms per square meters or 30 pounds per square foot. And next we have stairs. The stairs may be 75 centimeters or 30 inches wide with a rise of 20 centimeters or 8 inches and a run of 23 centimeters or 9 inches. Entrance and exit. There shall be one entrance and one exit. Next, we have electrical outlets. There shall be at least one convenience outlet per 6 meters or 20 feet of wall measured along the floor and one light outlet for every rooms. Next, we have mechanical requirements. Family dwellings not more than 2 stories shall be exempt for the requirement of the mechanical code. And again, I am Jomary from BIT 4A FSM. Thank you for listening.